So we set riding for our destination today, and it's Huthridurga Fort. So that's some kind of a kund or water body. They say it is 3000-year old. We're about to get on the Marathalli bridge. It's always nice to see such an empty Marathalli bridge, because this is the hot spot of lot of traffic activity. And if you come here on a weekday or even on a weekend in the daytime, you will probably find this place chock-a-block with traffic. But it's not even 5:30 in my clock AM in the morning, and therefore it's a breeze riding through this bridge, which is not the case on a normal day. We have met, only 4 of us, and we are going towards Huthridurga directly. We'll have breakfast somewhere on the way, and lovely. It's about 6 in the morning, and we should be reaching, it says we should be reaching by around 8 o'clock. Not bad. Distance is not much, but only 63 kilometers, but showing significant amount of time. Let's see when we actually reach, whether we can beat Google Maps or not. It's going to be an easy ride. We are not going to hurry. That's the whole idea. Nagwara actually. This is where we have the IKEA store, and Hotel Udupi Vrindavan is our breakfast point. That's the coordinates has been locked. So we have one more Ninja 650 which has joined our group, and we have a Himalayan, a Ninja 300, and we have a Royal Enfield Hunter. Quite a mixed group and different sorts of bikes. So the good thing is that we wait for each other. It's not that just because you have a fast bike you know zip ahead. Of course there are patches where you will zip ahead, but then we wait and we see that everybody reaches our destinations together. That's the good part of this group, and it teaches you team building. I guess it teaches you working in a group, doing trips in a group, interacting with different people. There are a lot of benefits of doing bike riding, apart from the meditative aspects of riding, which I have spoken in one of my earlier videos. I think it also teaches you how to manage group dynamics, because people from diverse backgrounds, diverse age group, and diverse cultural backgrounds, they come together, meet, greet each other, travel together, have breakfast together, lunch together, sometimes they travel overnight together. So I think that also teaches you how to mingle in a group and how to socialize, improves your social skills too. So probably one day I should write a book about the benefits of riding bikes in groups, and I think I can write an entire book on that. This is the left turn towards Tumkur road, and we'll be on the national highway number 75 as per the map, and so that's quite a long stretch, but it's a highway. Finally we are touching the highway, and see, it's so crowded. It's 6 AM in the morning, still so crowded. It's always like this area. So we are stopping over for a cup of tea, and that's the plan. After that we commence our rides. Tea break, and as you can see, we have the bikes which are ready and raring to go, and next destination is the breakfast point. So but it's already a little late, and so it's going to be some amount of traffic is what I'm guessing. Nonetheless, we'll enjoy the ride and the trek subsequently. 44 kilometers to the breakfast point. Not a lot of distance, neither are we little hungry. The tea has kind of satisfied our hunger for the morning, and we can sustain till the breakfast point. Looking forward to some sumptuous idlis and vadas. That's the fun of living in South India. You can have some healthy breakfast. And इसका नाम क्या है? नागौरा है क्या?
नहीं, नागौरा पीछे निकल गया।
ये जंक्शन का नाम क्या है?
ये जंक्शन का नहीं पता, बट आगे नीला मंगला टोल है। ये पार्ले जी,
नीला मंगला, पार्ले जी
टोल के पहले का एरिया।
अच्छा, so this is the road which leads to the Parle Ji toll, and further ahead we go to Neela Mangla. So you can see the amount of traffic, quite a bit of it. It never ceases in Bangalore. But it's a nice open highway and very nice stretch of road for going for drives. You will find a lot of bikers on this route. From here they take the Hassan road. This is the road that goes to Goa, goes to Gokarna, Mumbai, Pune, Hampi. So I've been to all those places and always enjoy riding or driving on this road. This is the flyover that takes to the Parle Ji toll. Quite a long one. So we are at the Parle Ji toll actually. You can see ahead of us. So this we will cross and then we will head towards the Neela Mangla toll. That's the Parle factory, as you can see in front of you, and that's why it is called the Parle Ji toll plaza. Quite a commercial hub, this area. Massive constructions, big housing complexes, condominiums, everything. I think it will not remain much of a highway very shortly. It's already not much of a highway. You can see the traffic is almost like any other arterial roads in Bangalore. That's the problem, because we build the highways for fast vehicular movement, and then also people go and settle down in and around the highways, and then the highways also become blocked. Taking a halt here. This is the Neela Mangla toll. Hassan road, yes, we have to take the Hassan road. क्या हो गया?
क्या हो गया?
चाय पियेंगे, वो मैक्सिम वाला मजा नहीं है।
ये बात तो एकदम सही बोले हो।
मजा नहीं है, पीने को लग ही नहीं रहा था, चाय पिया टेस्ट लगा।
अरे यहाँ क्या, वहाँ पियेंगे ना अभी।
नहीं तो चलो वहीं पी।
अरे 20 मिनट बचा है और बस।
हम लोग को ट्रैकिंग नहीं करनी है, तुम तो निकल जाओगे वहीं से।
20 मिनट बचा है, वी हैव ऑलमोस्ट रीच्ड।
खाना खाते
चलो चलो,
क्या चाय पीना, वहीं पी लेना चाय।
हाँ चलो चलो, 20 मिनट बचा है हार्डली। लेट्स गो।
सिगरेट देते हैं क्या?
उखाने मिल जाएगा चलो चलो। So we are starting towards the breakfast point. Yes, here we go. You can see Kunigal. We'll be headed towards Kunigal, Hassan, Bangalore. So this is the road that takes you to Bangalore also. Mangala toll, and you have a lot of bikers over here who come gather together and proceed on their journey for the day. That's the advantage of being a biker. You don't pay any toll, and you just breeze through the extreme left lane. No tolls to be paid. You can see there are big bike riders, the GS 1250s. Mine is a modest 313cc, but nonetheless it's also a GS, so you get kind of a satisfaction of riding a GS. Maybe someday. The big bikes, of course, they are more difficult to handle, so you have to be much adept and much stronger in order to handle a 230, 240 kilo or 270 kilo, I think, bike. There you can see the GS riding ahead of me, and me on my baby GS. Hotel Udupi Bhavan, as you can see. So we are here. The ninjas have already reached as expected, and let's see what they have in store. I'm looking for some light breakfast, maybe some idlis and maybe a vada or two. So those are the breakfast buddies and biker buddies. You can see my healthy breakfast option, the idli and vada, and some shira and upma. Lovely. Energized for the rest of the ride. So that's Hotel Udupi Vrindavan, where we have stopped for our breakfast, and that's the Hassan Highway that is going to take us to our destination, the Huthridurga Fort. And you can see, so that's where we came from, and that's from the Nilamangala toll. And those are our bikes. That's my GS, the Ninja 650, 300, Hunter, and the Scram 411. I think the Himalayan regular one is going to be discontinued. I think this is what is going to be the reminiscence of the Himalayan that used to be there, the legendary Himalayan. Lovely bike. I think good ground clearance, good for city and off-road riding. And let's see, enjoy some sumptuous breakfast and commence on our ride again. And so we set riding for our destination today, and it's Huthridurga Fort. I was amazed as I was reading about this fort. It is a small trek, but this place is almost 3000 years old. There are relics of some burials, Stone Age burials, which are more than 3000 years old. Interesting. So I'm curious how it will appear, but it's already very sunny. I don't know whether I'll be trekking and going to the top of the hill. If I feel like I will, let's see. Lovely view of the hills in the backdrop. It is much less traffic now on the road, and very enjoyable riding experience. It's getting a little sunny, but it's okay, not too hot. The wind is still a little bit cold, so we are not feeling the warmth of the sun yet. All towns, villages, temples, lovely sight. We are about 15 minutes away from our destination, from the base of the hills. From there, of course, there is some kind of a climb. Yeah, so what I was saying, it's interesting. I was reading that it's about 3000 year old. Some of the burials or some of the relics that are there, that's quite old actually. And there is a fort over there on the top of the hill. It's some amount of a climb, but of course there are steps. It's not that you have to do some kind of a extreme trek or something, but that's all hearsay, and thanks to Google's knowledge, but I have to see it for yourself. So for myself I have to check whether it's really so and how difficult it is. You see, that's a beautiful sight. You have the hills, some kind of a lake or water body. You have the coconut palms. Lovely sight. The outskirts of or the countryside of our nation is so beautiful. You know, we live in the city and sometimes get lost in the maze of the goodies, the malls, the experiences and the facilities offered in the city. But we forget that nature has much better manifestations or much better structures in store for us than the buildings and the high rises and the skyscrapers, the pubs, the malls that we build. Nature or Vishwakarma, as is the goddess of construction, god of construction we know of in Hindu mythology, is a far better creator than any of our builders and property experts. You see, it's so beautiful. You have greens on both sides, almost touching each other and creating a wonderful passage. You have the sun rays that's flowing in from between the leaves and piercing the greenery, creating a maze of shadow and sunlight. This is a heavenly experience. If you have the eyes to see and the skin to feel, then and the ears to hear, then I think you are a blessed person. You do not need anything else to make you happy. Nature has enough ingredients in its arsenal to make you happy, to give you happiness. Happiness is not in the food you eat, it is not in the building where you stay, it's not in the cars that you ride. It is here, right here in the lap of nature, in the lovely creation of God that is all around us, away from the city, away from the madding crowd, away from the hustle and bustle of the city that we live in. So don't get addicted to the cities, get addicted to nature. It's a far greater addiction and a much stronger addiction that can bring you closer to your existence, is what I feel when I travel to such places. Yes, I can see a mountain in the background with some kind of a plateau rock formation on the top, some strange kind of a formation. I don't know if that is the Huthridurga trek point that we are talking about. Looks like we are not far away from the destination, and maybe that's a mountain we have to climb. Looks daunting from here, from a distance, but I'm sure it's going to be looking much easier as we approach the mountain and go closer to it. See? So that's the kind of a rock formation we have. Looks like that is the trek point, or the point where we have to. I don't see any fort from a distance. Maybe it's visible from nearby. I don't know who built the fort. I will have to do some research, or you can put down in the comment section if you know the history of the Huthridurga fort. Huthridurga, see, that's what it says. Yes, we are there. Durga, the word Durga means fort, and I don't know what Huthri stands for. Maybe it's a place. Yes, so my friends are waiting for us here. So we have reached very close to the fort, as you can see, and those are our biker buddies. Chalo, chalo. See, waving at us enjoying the journey, enjoying the ride, every bit of it. Fun. What can be more blissful than this? Amazing experience. And that is the mountain in all its glory, right in front of us. Looks imposing. Wow, I wish I could start trekking from here itself. Looks like it's doable, not much, but good if they have built stairs for it. Such a wonderful climb. And these mountain twisties, they are my favorite actually. The corner carvings, the twisties, the hairpin bends, that's the favorite riding tarmac for all bikers. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you have been riding in such mountain twisties. Lovely. And especially when the road is such a well-laid tarmac. Beautiful. Look at the mountain in front of us. Solid boulders, rocks all around, and this is a steep hairpin bend, and we have a steeper one actually in front. Wow, look at the valley below. I think the beauty gets more and more enhanced as we climb up the mountain twisties, you know, because you scale the heights. So I was reading it's about 3,000 feet above sea level. That's quite a height actually. The city of Bangalore is itself about 2,000 feet above sea level. Now Huthridurga fort is about 3,000 feet above sea level. So that's why it will be cool over here. It won't be very hot, I'm sure. Fantastic. Look at the road, the journey, the travel. It's a biker's paradise, nothing less. Amazing. Can you believe it? We are not even 2 hours away from our home, and we have entered such a beautiful destination, such a wonderful venue, and it's getting more and more beautiful as we are climbing more and more up. It's quite rocky actually, the terrain. Wow, this is the fort, you see. Amazing. I was not expecting a fort so close. Amazing. Or is it just a rock formation? Don't know. I can see some cars parked over here. Probably they are busy clicking some pictures, or I think we have reached. I think we have to park our vehicles over here. Probably we are not allowed to venture much beyond this. It says parking over here. And again, some kind of a village. People actually live over here. Maybe they have a livelihood around the fort or around the tourist destination, don't know. But blessed people, they have a good night's sleep and a pleasant evening every day. They don't have to hear the honking of the buses, the cars, etc., etc. So we have to take a left from here. It says just 1 minute. I think we won't be able to venture, but here it's some kind of an off-road section. Not a problem when you are riding an ADV like the GS. You are not daunted by such lack of road or lack of proper infrastructure. You can venture into any terrain. If people on the Ninjas are going there, definitely I can do on my GS. So there you can see, that's a parking bay, and people have parked their bikes. A lot of bikers here. No wonder. Such a beautiful destination, and you can see all around, lovely. So that's where we keep our bikes. Whoa. So that's where all the bikes are positioned. Amazing sight always. बन गया पूरा फिल्म बन गया पूरा फिल्म बन गया. So we have started our ascent to the Huthridurga hilltop. It's nicely laid stairs actually, not a problem. You can see our buddies clicking pictures, making memories, waving hands. So that's a lovely view of the hills from the backdrop, and these are the stairs that take you up there. It looks easy because they are stairs, but there are about 1,000 of them, and so can be quite tiring if you do not have enough of breath left in your lungs. That's a nice gate through which you have to enter, and yes, so that's the gate at the back from which we are going to go in, and that's a view of the place where we parked our bikes and the stairs which brought us up there. And there are still a lot of stairs to do. Take it easy, bro. These are the stairs. Not difficult, but quite a lot of them. And another gate. Yeah. See? Lovely. Who made all these stone gates? God knows. Anyways, I'll seek the knowledge later. But right now it's gasping for breath. Lovely stairs. See? And that's a view of the hills. And maybe the fort is somewhere up there on the top. Yes, I can see something like a fort. A small one.
क्या वाली आज तो करोड़ा बतिया में लगला हो
हाँ. So that's the ascent to the top. 1,000 stairs. Yeah, not a joke. If you're out of breath, don't venture. But once you reach the top, it's a blessing to have taken the trouble to do it. चलो थोड़ा चढ़ो ऊपर. See, the more adventurous ones are taking the road less traveled.
Come enjoy with me.
So that's where we have gone. Oh, half an hour still, people are saying. Road from which we came, you can see the road vanishing into the distance, into the horizon, and we had started our ascent. So that's some kind of a kund or water body. They say it is 3,000 year old. I'm not sure what is the source of the water. See, lovely sight, beautiful destination. A must visit for a day.
आइए आप लेट है एकदम.
आ जाओ कन्हैया जी.
हेलो. हाँ है हमारे कन्हैया.
यत्र तत्र सर्वत्र.
यस. ये क्या है, मतलब इसका फुल फॉर्म बताना यार.
जहाँ तहाँ हर जगह शिव हर जगह है. is our descent, which is begun from the top of the Huthridurga fort, and descend another 1,000 steps, but it's not as bad as the ascent. So nice, has been a lovely experience. Looking forward to the ride back.
So do not forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you liked my travelogue and you would like to know about some of the beautiful destinations in and around Bangalore. Also, if you are a motorhead and you would like to know about my reviews of some of the most interesting motorcycle launches.